Yeah, I think I'm gonna stream this one. I'm gonna go ahead. I clicked it. Clicked it. We're going. We're going live. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow. Okay. We got a picture yet? There we go. We got a picture. Holy monkey. Guys, what is up? It's Henry with Keep You Mobile. Today we have an iPhone 6. It's not a 6S, not a 6 Plus. It's a 6, and the cooling fan doesn't work on it. You came in here and brought it in. When you plug her cooling fan into the bottom of it, which I know these are just garbage, and they will tear your phone up and burn your battery up and your motherboard and everything else in it, but it does not turn. But you can wiggle it a little bit if you get it in just the right spot. That's not going to do it. Great. Try it this way. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Hang on. Oh, I got to mute. Hang on. Sorry, that was a personal phone call I had to take. But yeah, if you hold this just right, I guess, in this one spot, let's see if we can get it to do it. She said it works on all of her other phones, but her iPhone does not work. So, set it down a minute ago and it started going. I thought the phone was going to take off and hit me in the face, but it didn't. So let's tear this thing apart. And I guess we told her we're going to switch out the charging cable on it to see if that helps. So I guess what we'll do is we'll pull the front off of this thing, and we will. Let me get you guys off of that view. I don't even have anything up on the scope right now. I don't know why I'm having you guys watch a scope. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and pull the front of this phone off. Take this apart, and then we'll plug the new charge port into it and see if that works on making this fan go. If it doesn't, then she's just out of luck. But with it wiggling the charge port around like we're doing, and it gets it to move a little bit, I'm believing it's going to be this charge port on here. So we'll change out this charge port and let her burn her phone to pieces with this fan. I think these are the worst things that's ever came out. Personally, if you have one, I'm sorry, and you like it, I'm sorry. I don't. There's just no point. No point in these fans. These fans will kill your phone faster than, I don't know, lightning. I don't know. Don't take me on that. I'm not really sure. So let's go ahead and remove the battery here. Well, we're also going to change out her battery because she says her battery dies fairly quickly. So let's go ahead and pull her battery out. And we'll do an experiment. I want to plug this in. Has her charge port been changed before? Has it been messed with? Have you been dilly-daddled? No, you're still good. All right, let me move this camera here so you guys can see us and get this off my ugly mug. Let's move this camera. I can move this camera now. I've got it on a tripod. You guys can see me tear up phones. I didn't tell you that. There we go. You guys see that now? Look at that. Man, you guys got like a bird's eye view of me tearing apart phones now. Check this out. And I'm getting another camera in here so I can have one on my ugly mug while I'm fixing stuff too. For all you lip readers out there. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to plug this charging port into this phone before we rip her old one out and install it, because I just hate ripping out charge ports and changing these stupid things out unless I absolutely have to. So let's do that, and let's run this. Let's go ahead and try running this off a power supply. I want to see what this actually draws from the battery. Let's plug this up. We've got our little power supply here at 4 volts. Get the iPhone 6 connector here. Let's plug this bad boy in. Let's see, are we pulling anything? No, 0. Let's go ahead and prompt it to boot. Okay, should be booting. There it goes. So it's booting right now. Now let's plug this stupid little fan into this thing. And let's see what this draws. So right now I'm drawing, let's wait for it to completely boot up. I'm drawing 800, 900, 1 amp, 500, 800, 500, 900, 800, 500, 800, 600, 100, 1 amp, 1.2 amps, 600, 600, all right, 600, it's settling down around 700 milliamps, 800, so about 7.5, 800 milliamps. So let's go ahead and plug this fan into this charge port here. Let's see what the sucker draws. Turn. Is that plugged in? Got it plugged in. Why is it? It's not drawing anything. Not turning. Okay. Wonder if I blow on it, if it'll like reverse charge the phone. Like putting power back into a wall. Let's see if it's on. It's on. Booting. I got a picture on the front screen. But it's not. Josh! Man, this thing still isn't running off of the new one either. Bring me one of our little fans. Bring me a black one. This is too much pink for me. Alright, so I'm at 150 milliamps. Is it still on? Yeah, it is. Okay. So it's leveled me out about 200 milliamps. You kill it? Would you? Oh, it was probably the tab for the, yeah, that little clear tab. Alright, let's plug our black fan into it and see if it chops my fingers off. Yep. Yeah, I can spin it and makes the power. I don't need to do that. I want to burn this phone up. I spun the fan with my finger, and like the amperage on the phone started shooting up. I'm like sending power back into the phone. Yeah, let's not do that anymore. So anybody that has one of these fans, don't spin it with your finger. That's probably not a good idea. It's probably not going to help your case out whenever you go to Apple and tell them that your cooling fan burnt your iPhone up. So yeah, this still isn't working. So this troubles me because I've got this plugged in. Let me unplug the power again real quick too. That's plugged in, correct. Let me look at the charge port. Let me look at that with the scope. See if there's something wrong with the connector. Let's see. No, connector looks fine. Maybe it just doesn't like her iPhone. I don't know. Put this puppy back out of the way here. Yeah, I don't understand this. Have you guys had any problems like this? Anybody that's on chat, my whole 2 viewers that are watching? Have you guys had somebody that's tried to use one of these fans and it not work on a specific phone? Let me plug this back in again. Turn it back on. Yeah, we're booting. Let me plug the black one in. Hey, grab me that other iPhone. I want to make sure this little fan's working on that other phone. I don't understand why I'm not. I almost spent that with I almost went to spin it with my finger. I better not do that. Let's see here. Alright. Checking this out. It is not spinning. I'm spinning. Yeah, it's not spinning. Plug this black one into this phone. See what this does. Kicks right on. Even in boot. Working. I wonder if there's a setting that I've got to turn on in the settings for like power distribution through the charge port. What's the passcode on your phone, ma'am? You don't know? Yeah.
47.
No, I understand. Let's see here. I'm checking out to see if there's a setting in your settings on changing that, because I've got the new charge port hooked up right here, and when I plug the fan into it, it still doesn't spin with that new charge port plugged in. Before I ripped your charge port out, I wanted to check, but let me see if there's a setting for the charge port. I don't. Switch control, active touch, keyboard vibration. Oh no, Josh, see if you can Google that, man. See if you can figure out why this. If there's a power setting in here for the fan, or to send power through to the. But it should automatically be sending power. But I don't understand it. I don't get that. The restrictions on or off, they're off. Keyboard language. I don't. But there's not. It's not going to be obvious in here. It's not going to be like USB fan plug-in on or off. It's going to be something put in there with my iPhone 6 fan that plugs in the bottom is not working. And see if it comes up with anything. That's weird. I've never had one not work on a specific phone. But yeah, I can plug it in right here in the bottom. That charge port's connected and your phone's on, it's drawing power, it's doing what it needs to do, but it's not working. Yeah, and we even pulled our fan out here and it's not working with our fan. I don't understand that. Yeah. Little fans. And let me pull the power off of that. Let me hook it up to just your battery. Make sure that this new charge port is functioning on here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to plug our cable up to it and make sure she's charging. Come on, give me charge. I don't get that. Yeah, it's charging. So that, no, it should run. It'll run until your battery dies. It doesn't have any resistance against it, so it's not like it's short circuiting or something. It's just either way you plug it in to mess with it, it's not working. I touched something warm. Something was warm. Something on your phone is getting warm. Not the battery. No, never mind. That was just me. Huh. I don't know. I can't figure that out. Saying anything? Oh yeah, yeah. They'll hurt your phone. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, if you use one of those, it draws so much current off of this, and it's not meant to put power through these. It's just, it happens to be a feature in your phone that you can reverse current through it instead of putting current into your phone. And it'll burn your phone up. You can burn your phone up using these. Yeah. But the charge is working fine. So I guess what we can do is we can switch the battery out in it, because I just don't understand. I don't know if it's already burnt a circuit up internally in here that's not allowing the power to flow back through. Is the only thing that I'm wondering, is why neither one of our fans work. But yeah, I don't understand that. So let's go ahead and unplug your battery, and we'll switch your battery out and put your new battery in. And then we won't charge you on the charge port, because we won't do that. So let's go ahead and switch this battery. Yeah, that works. Okay, so we're going to switch the battery out now. If you hear me talking to myself, we do live YouTube streams on our repairs and stuff. So I actually decided to stream this one because this is one I've never had to deal with before on a fan not working. They use a adhesive on the bottom side of your batteries, and it's kind of like when you go to Walmart and you buy those little wall hangers, and you pull the tab and it pulls the tab and it doesn't destroy the wall or anything. They use the same type of adhesive. It's real thin, and you can do that, and so you don't have to go prying on the battery and pulling it out of the phone and bending everything up. You just pull on this little tab here, and if you pull on it just right and not do that, then you can pull these tabs out from underneath these phones. I think I just messed that one up, so I'm gonna have to pry on it a little bit. So the battery will just fall right out. You won't have to mess with it. Yeah. Yep. It records, and then I can go, yeah, if you want to say hi to the YouTube world. But yeah, it records while I'm videoing everything, and I can go back, edit it, and then re-put it in as a shorter version later on. And that adhesive's still good, so we'll just leave that adhesive there. Use that. Pop this battery in here. That down. Put this down here. And that's how batteries are changed. Go ahead and put this back on here. And screw this down. So we went from trying to diagnose a fan on this, which I think it's already may have damaged that phone, or it damaged it as soon as it was plugged in, to changing just the battery out on it. And that was a pretty easy thing to do on batteries. Batteries are pretty simple if you know what you're doing, or you can really hurt a phone if you don't know what you're doing. You can set a phone on fire, not playing right with the battery. Because these are lithium-ion polymer batteries, and they are very, very susceptible to damage. That's why the Samsung phones were exploding in people's pockets. They, if they're punctured or damaged in any way, they will basically burst into flames. So if I was to basically take the end of this screwdriver and just poke through and damage one of those cells, the thing would like shoot up into flames. I burnt my thumb on changing one out on a phone not too long ago. I was changing it out and the adhesive strip broke, so I had to pry on it a little bit. And where I was holding it, the screwdriver had pushed in right where my thumb was at, and it burnt that cell, and it burnt through there, and it burnt the end of my thumb. So yeah, they will cook pretty easy. All right, so just charge it for a battery on that, and should be good to go. Yep, not a problem. Sorry we couldn't get your little cooler to work there. Do what? Uh-huh. Okay. All right, guys. Well, that was changing out a battery. We went from a cooling fan. I mean, it wasn't that awesome of a stream, but I thought it would be pretty neat to see if there was some way we could get that fixed. So thanks for tuning in. Guys, please share, like, and subscribe, and hit us up if you need anything worked on. If you got any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below, and I will answer them as soon as I can. Talk to you guys later.